the shipping forecast. Fair Isle, east backing north 5 to 7, occasional rain, fog patches in south.
It's perhaps the most frequently referenced small island in the UK. The daily shipping forecast places Fair Isle as a key landmark for sailors. But it's an important stop-off too for seabirds, including one of the most characterful. This is a place which is dominated by nature, from the incredible seabirds which bring in the visitors to the unpredictable weather which often prevents them from leaving. It is a unique place.
Have a chick at this time of year down in the Burrow, so the Burrow is probably...
The bird watchers are an important part of life here. They make the observatory self-supporting and contribute to the Fair Isle economy.
We couldn't do what we do here without the support of the island, but hopefully what we do also helps to support the island through the people that we bring in. I think the profile that the island helps to get from the bird observatory as well is also very useful.
This place has a permanent community which relies on small-scale farming or crofting, but that alone is not enough to survive. Sean and Rachel are the latest incomers. They spent last summer on the island and permanently moved here in May.
It's not somewhere you come to think, I'm going to make my millions here. It's just about getting enough to, sustain you, really.
You can comfortably manage, can't you, on, if you do everything right and, you get everything, done right and on time.
I think you'll find that most people here have lots of little jobs.
The most famous export, Fair Isle knitting, is continued by a small band of residents. But as the population shrinks, so too does the pool of islanders carrying on this tradition.
Knowing that there's people around you and there's people there that are willing to help you and support you.
Community leaders are now trying to revive the population.
It was only when we started to sort of count up numbers that we realised, yes, we've got to do something about this. And how are we going to do it? And it's not a question of relying on what we've always relied on, which is ourselves to deal with situations. Now we recognise that we've got to move on and we've got to get other people involved.
Improving island infrastructure goes hand in hand with attracting residents. But for the first, there are houses like this which could be upgraded. This house has definitely got the feel of somewhere that's not been lived in for a few years, and it's certainly in need of some TLC. But at more than a century old, it's fair to say this place could tell a few stories. Living on a 2-mile-long island can be harsh, but on days like this the appeal is obvious. Those searching for an easy life need not apply. Kevin Keane, BBC News, Fair Isle.